Sino here, man. Let's talk about it. I am sick. Alright, we back now. They did something to knock me offline. Here we go again with the trickery. Hickory trickery doc. Yeah, I'm back. I don't know how long I'm gonna be back. Now let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen, because the world needs to know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, the world needs to know. When everyone says, man, Sino, what's going on with these rappers, man, and their contracts? Why they all screwed up? We have went through this countless times. And can you believe in 2021, 2022, all these years down the line, people are still signing bad contracts. And I mean bad. These contracts are like god-awful bad. It's like, why are they doing this? It don't even make sense. It's like, why would you sign, in this day and age, you still signing bad contracts? Where they do that at? I mean, it's like, dude, I today have just seen something, the most craziest thing ever. I don't want to ruin the artist's name and blow him and throw him under the bus. But a rapper was very excited today that he got a contract offer. And the contract offer is from a record company, one that I really respect, and the terms seem to be fair for the record company, not for the artist. And I'm like, it's basically initially telling you in the record contract that we're gonna screw you, but we're gonna give you this money up front, you gotta pay us that back, but we're also going to do this. Then you got to do this. And I'm like, do you realize that you're going to be paying parts of your royalties? Like, they're going to be holding all of these things. You have no chance to buy back your ownership. Like, when it's all said and done, the contract is over, at the end of it, they still got your publishing and your royalties. They still own the album. You have no opportunity to recoup. How is that winning for you? At the end of your contract, after you survive, let's say you go through all of this, there's no renegotiation. There's no terms of that. Then they have benchmarks set up that you're never going to hit. So you're basically going to have nothing in this contract. You're going to be working. It's a job. And then when you retire, or let's say you're successful, you're going to have to be successful as a rapper or MC to make any money. These contracts now are really made to rip you off early. And the reason why they're doing this, ladies and gentlemen, is because they got burnt. The record companies got burnt. This is why all the record companies are screwed up now. Because they got involved in something they don't understand. They don't understand hip-hop. And because they didn't understand hip-hop, they didn't know good hip-hop from bad hip-hop. So when record companies was grabbing rap artists, they just like, hey, yo, these guys say they can rap. It's like, they don't know nothing about rap. They can't tell good from bad, so they just sign them. We get the money from it, we sign them, we put it out, we're going to start charging people, and we're going to make some money. And if they become a success, boom, we're going to double up now. We're good. We just need that 2-hit single. But now that's changed. But back then, that's all the money that they were signing these artists to, they were burning up money. So record companies got tired of wasting money and not having any returns on these artists. They're paying all these artists to come in, but these artists are not panning out. Well, the Master P blueprint worked to a degree. See, P blueprint works, but when you someone that depends on everyone else, like everyone around him needed to be on the same level. You have to keep that team together. So it's gonna be great for Master P, but it ain't gonna be great for the people that's under. He was a horrible rapper that had 1 million records sold. My cousin, she had a Silk the Shocker poster on the wall. She dated a guy because he looked like Silk the Shocker. But that's neither here nor there. My thing is, the record company is now doing this. We're screwing over the artists because they had a field day. The artists had a field day. There was rappers. It was just like the NBA when the rookies was coming in getting $60 million and they ain't even played or dribbled a basketball. And they was like, man, how y'all gonna pay these dudes? And we built the league, all the old heads. And that's how the game was. So they came out with the rookie cap. And that's basically what's happening now, is that you're getting rookie capped coming through the door for the record company. Because the record companies was giving all these guys record deals that most of them shouldn't have never had records. Never. And what they were doing was signing groups. I mean, seriously, they was just signing the whole group. And then they'll sign the group individually. That's more tax, more money, more stuff that they could write off. So now I'm not gonna say the artist's name because that's they want this deal so much because they feel like, man, I'm one of the best rappers in the world, but I want to be heard. I want to be seen. I want that platform. I want that spotlight. People got to know me. And it's hard to do that in today's time because trying to build up on your own now is different. Now, if you had a major deal early on, and then let's say the label agrees to let you go, and you built up some type of clout with your name, then cool. Most people do that when they built up a reputation in their neighborhood or in their area where people know them. They got radio DJs. People know who they are because of what they've done and their abilities. Their abilities to put it down. Yeah, I'm just shocked, man. At this point in our time, we still have rappers signing bad contracts, and they're jumping at it. It's like, dude, how many times you've seen the podcasts of the rappers telling you, Hey, I'm not getting my royalties. Hey, I'm getting robbed. I'm doing all this. And you guys just watch, and they watch it. Like, these rappers know, and they be like, man, that's messed up what happened to Kanye. And Jay should have gave him his masters. You know, it's just like, dude, you're about to do the same thing. You about to give the studio your masters and be in the same situation as all these other artists who's sitting on the couch. Oh, Trinidad James, right. Well, that's just him being lazy. He got a $2 million, but the thing is, he already had his thing is Trinidad James. His thing is, once he got the money and he turned in the rest of them records, they was like, huh? And he got lazy. Most rappers, some of these rappers and entertainers, and they lazy. They don't have a work ethic. Look at Designer. When he didn't even have 50 songs made, 50 Cent was going to get him signed to a deal. He saw Designer didn't have any records and was like, oh, you don't, this is it? Okay. Pusha T, lazy. I told y'all thought I was hating on Pusha T. I said, when he put that out, I was like, dog, he put out a 7-song album. 7 damn songs. Wait and see. Oh no, Push, man. Push hit now. He arrived. Push gonna be out, man. Push gonna be doing this. Push gonna be, you ain't gonna hear from Push. Push is one of the lazy ones too. And what? Has he dropped an album yet? That was like 4 years ago. See, now you know I'm telling the truth. Back then, y'all was all Drake hating. Y'all was drunk off the Drake hate punch. Y'all like, Drake hate. Push is the greatest thing ever. Push. Get that nigga, Drake. Drake hate. Drink it up. Y'all was going up that Drake hate cup, baby. That's right. He can talk about his mom and that daddy all he wants. Cares about his guy ass. He has what? Him ass. He's so what? Nobody cares about it. Get him. Some good old punch. Drake hate. Y'all was drinking it up. Y'all was drinking it up. Pusha was y'all man. I'm like, y'all are hitching your wagons to a damn horse that ain't gonna move. Y'all like, come on, the race is going on. Drake done lapped us. He didn't lap us twice. And he got a mixtape. Come on. We gotta go, Push. We'll go in a minute. I'm gonna drop a song. All right, another step. Come on, Push. Move. That horse ain't moving. Tried to tell y'all. But now you understand it. Hit the like button. See, the main problem is this, and I want you guys to understand it. Here's the main problem. Artists get too comfortable doing other things. Like, they can't balance it. You know, like, it's hard sometimes. It's difficult because you got to make sacrifices in your time and your day, space, for other things to come into play and fit into those spots. For instance, Push got married. Push finna have his first child. So now that comes into play too. So now you got all of these elements in there. You want to be out there, but you really can't. Because she's going to need you at the house. She's going to need you to do some things. You got to move here. You got to do that. I did an album review for Khaled's album because it was terrible. I gave it 1 star out of 4. It was the worst thing I've heard ever. The song with Lil Baby is probably the only one that the beat is dope, but the song really just did not connect. Everything on there is just utter trash. That Sorry Not Sorry thing, they cared more about having Jay and Nas on the song again, like that really meant something. And then the only other song, which was like the B record, was the song with everybody from Kingston. They threw down. Well, artists, the problem is the artists at this point don't learn. Rappers don't want to know anything about the contract. They want to hire somebody who think they know about something and go from there. I mean, you're signing your life into something that's going to be something that feeds you, and you want it to feed your family for the rest of your life. So if you believe in this project, you can't be signing over everything without looking at it. This is your livelihood. This is how you're going to eat. This is how you're going to sleep. Everything is consistent on this. Now, you don't want to be putting the record company's children through school for the rest of their life. Your money going to be going somewhere everywhere. And you're going to be penniless, broke, insane. Talking about what you used to do when you were rolling. Now, you don't want to get involved in that. And if you want to get involved in that, then okay. But I don't think you do. A$AP Rocky got hooked on, he cared about sex and everything else more than making money and making songs and work. Like Drake told you about him. They go focus in on women in fashion and go missing in action. That's what happened to some of these guys. Dude, we got that on the Patreon. We've already exposed what he was doing. Rappers are still signing bad contracts, man. It is just, hey, what's up, Mr. Bailey? It's amazing to me. They still signing bad contracts. I was like, man, hit the like button for the unbelievableness of that. My thing is like, come on. Wake up. Who's got the best contract? That's the thing. It's hard to say because you don't know what people have in a contract. If you know the terms of it, if that's only if they allow it, then we'll know like what people have. But the best contract to have is no contract. So the best contract, I'm telling you, Tech Nine, he got more money than 90% of these rappers because he's liquid. All his money come from shows and putting out his own music. Now, a lot of people are like, who is Tech Nine? Because he's not going to be on your your top search list. But people like Eminem will do a feature on his record. You got all these people that will work with Tech Nine. You be like, man, Tech Nine have crowds all out in the Bay. They come out packed to come see them. But when your revenue based is basically off of shows, that's gonna put a big hit on you financially when you have something like COVID. And that hurt a lot of rappers because they were just making their money doing shows. So they were trying to think of any new way. You saw rappers doing stuff that you've never seen before. They were all on YouTube. Yo, man, did I tell you about the time I threw an egg at Suge Knight head? His head was right there, right? And I threw an egg. I mean, they interview anybody that tell anything about Death Row. What happened then when you at Death Row Records? Yeah, I was the janitor. I filled in for my man Phil. I came in the offices one day and it just smelled like blood. I didn't see no blood, but the room kind of smelled like blood was in there. You could tell it was blood, man. Yeah, it was blood somewhere on the floor, man. I could tell. I could just tell somebody must have came in and mopped it up. Man, you got that blood smell with some Clorox bleach. Yeah, it was blood. Man, if you got all these dudes every week milking it. Everybody got a new piece to Tupac and Biggie. Yeah, man, because now I see it was another van there. They kind of don't show you on the footage, man. They got the footage, man. They know who actually was driving in the car. So it was this guy here, and he had a package, man. He gave it there. But they don't really talk about that. It's crazy. It is crazy. People eat it up. They eat it up. Somebody on Blast once said he body slammed shit. Oh man, it's probably was Daz or somebody. Daz so high, he do any damn thing right now. Pusha T contract straight. I mean, it would be, but I don't know how good it is when you're not putting out no records. I mean, good music isn't putting out any good music. When your boss is loony and cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, I would not want Kanye West to be my boss. He's too unstable. But I gotta go in here, get my money on. Don't forget to hit the like button. Love, peace, and hair grease. God bless y'all. And I'm out.